We now have a guest from the Tennessee Volunteers in their number 2 recruitment class from North Carolina, Colby Smith. Colby, how are you doing? It's Mark Everett Kelly and Speedy Petey here on Worldwide Sports Radio Network. Colby, are you there with us?
I am.
Great. We can hear you loud and clear. Everything's perfect now. Colby, I had mentioned before about COVID-19. I know you had answered the question, but we since we had some problems hearing you, can you repeat again how you and your family have been handling this time?
Just trying our best to keep our normal routine going. I mean, my parents, they haven't really changed much. They kind of have like a small business going on, so their routine really hasn't changed. But mine, I've been trying to get creative with working out and everything, and with not having to be able to go to the gym and whatnot.
Yeah, I know that must be hard for a lot of athletes, knowing where to go, who to stay away from, how to stay socially distant from other people. But being recruited to Tennessee, you got Jeremy Pruitt from one of the guys that was at Alabama. You come into, I believe, what's the best conference in college football. Have you noticed the trend lately of the SEC West's dominance within the division? How they've won all but one Southeastern Conference championship game, and being at Tennessee, a program hasn't won the East since 2004. What do you hope to bring to that program that hasn't been there for a while?
Just grit, man. To be honest with you, I mean, I want to win. I believe that everybody coming in wants to win. I believe the whole program wants to win, man. And I'm really happy and excited to get behind that. I really feel like things are about to change down there. I feel like they're heading in the right direction.
What specifically about Coach Pruitt lured you to Tennessee? What did he sell you on? I mean, Tennessee, over the years, they've had a revolving door of coaches for the most part. What about Coach Pruitt really sold you the most?
His honesty. I mean, really, it's his honesty. And how easy it was to talk to him, and how everything with that.
I think one of the things that really impresses people about the SEC and someone like Pruitt is coming in and knowing that there are going to be challenges because you're coming into the toughest conference in college football. You guys play Georgia every year. You play South Carolina every year. The one thing I noticed, though, about the SEC is the unbalanced, though, because each team has one common opponent from the other team, and Tennessee's common opponent just happens to be Alabama. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's going to be great for me, to be honest with you. That's crazy. Not many people can say that they play Alabama every year. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like the competition like that is going to make me a much better player.
Now, have you memorized the words to Rocky Top yet? Have you gotten any Peyton Manning phone calls? I mean, what comes with the territory of being recruited to Tennessee?
I think I've got the whole Rocky Top thing down. I've been looking, I've been listening, and everything. I mean, I haven't got any phone calls from Peyton Manning, but I hope they will come. I will be definitely looking forward to that. The culture down there is amazing.
I honestly think we should make you sing it before you get off the air, just as kind of as a break-in, little Rocky Top. What do you think? No, we don't want to put you on the spot here, Colby.
I don't know if that will yet.
I could picture you up there at the end of the game, like Peyton, standing up and leading the band after a big win against Alabama or against Georgia. You know how it gets down there in the SEC. But playing at Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest stadiums in the country, over 100,000 people, coming from North Carolina, how do you feel about that type of environment? Does it intimidate you? Are you looking forward to it?
Man, I can't be more excited. I've never even been anywhere near something like that before in my life.
In terms of Tennessee as a whole, the state, the football fanhood, what are you most looking forward to with the experience of just embracing the culture of the state of Tennessee and obviously of the Tennessee Volunteers as a university?
Just meeting the people down there, man. Everybody, it seems to me everybody I've met from Tennessee has been a genuinely good person. And I love everything. I love the scenery. I mean, it's just a great place. I just fell in love with it.
What are you most looking forward to with the football team as a whole? And is there any of your fellow recruits you are looking forward to playing with most?
I'm really looking forward to hopefully I can get my man Diego to commit with me. And I was really looking forward to playing with him.
We have.
Diego Powell.
I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt you. We have Colby Smith from the Tennessee Volunteers, number 2 recruiting class in the SEC. Colby is an offensive and defensive lineman out of Rockingham County, Reidsville, North Carolina. Colby, it says you're a two-way player. Now, Jeremy Pruitt has not been shy about playing guys on both sides of the ball. How do you feel about that? What are you more comfortable playing, offense or defense?
Either or, to be honest with you. I feel comfortable on both sides of the ball. I think I could use some more knowledge on the defensive side, but I'd be fine playing both.
What would you say is your biggest strength? Is it your footwork? Is it your hands? Is it your ability to beat an opponent to the punch? What would you say is your biggest strength on offense and defense?
My leverage and weakness.
Do you have a preference? Oh, sorry. What did you say?
You said you were sorry.
I said nothing.
Sorry. Do you have a preference on which one you like to play more between the offensive tackle and the defensive tackle, and if so, why?
That's a hard one. That really is a hard one. Really, I would like to say I like defense more.
For what reason?
Just because, you can just get nasty on defense, man. I love it.
Is there a particular intimidation factor that you like to do on the line of scrimmage against other offensive linemen when you do play defense? And if so, is the trash talking game between the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman, how does it differ? And is it that much different even at the high school level?
Not really. Not really. And I would like to say that the offensive and defensive line talk or trash talk is better than any other position on the field.
We are talking with Colby Smith here of the Tennessee Volunteers recruiting class, the second-ranked recruiting class in college football this year. Colby, when you noticed how many guys were being recruited, and you see that Tennessee could turn the corner here, it's been a while before the Vols, since the Vols have been pertinent in the SEC. What does that mean to you to get this program back to where it was when Philip Fulmer was there, when they won a national championship the year after Manning left with T. Martin? What does it mean to you to bring that program back to prominence?
The world, man. I would just love to be a part of that. My name will forever be in that conversation, man. And I truly believe we will make it happen. So, I honestly can't wait.
Is there one particular SEC opponent you're looking forward to playing, and why?
Probably Alabama.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be. Yeah, I wonder where you got that one from.
You're wearing an Alabama. Good. Sorry.
Yeah, it could be. You know as well as I do watching college football, and I want to get into who kind of your favorite players are in the NFL, who has really influenced your play. But watching the SEC and seeing just the intensity of the matchup, Saban on the sideline yelling at his players, yelling at the referees, even going to an environment down in Columbia with South Carolina, or going to Georgia, the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, with Florida and Georgia. There's so much of fanfare with the SEC that they got to celebrate. ESPN did 150 years of college football, which I thought were great, specifically celebrating the SEC. But what is it about? Like, what NFL players have you watched that have really inspired you, or that you've learned from? Is there anybody specifically that you watch on Sundays that you hope to pattern after?
Joe Thomas and Taylor Lewan.
And
those two, I've really been watching. I love how Taylor Lewan plays the game. I just love the way he carries himself. I mean, I just love everything about his game. And of course, Joe Thomas. Joe Thomas is future Hall of Famer. Joe Thomas is about perfect as you can get.
In terms of the offensive tackle position and the defensive tackle position, from when you started watching football to today, how do you think those positions have changed?
The speed, definitely the athleticism of those positions have definitely changed, and you can see that guys are much slimmer on those sides of the ball. So I feel like I'm coming at the right time, so I feel like that's kind of where I fit in.
Again, we are here with Colby Smith of the Tennessee Volunteers, number 2 recruiting class in the country. Colby from North Carolina, Reidsville, North Carolina. Colby, we got a couple more questions for you, then we'll let you go. What is it like coming from North Carolina, going down to Tennessee? Could you explain a little bit the difference in how the people are, what the environment's like? North Carolina on the East Coast, Tennessee kind of, in the middle of the country. What to you is the biggest difference?
I would honestly just say the weather and the accents, man. I mean, there really isn't that much of a difference. It's just the fact that Tennessee, I mean, I believe is way more of a football state than North Carolina is, in my opinion.
Now, North Carolina, obviously not much more known as a basketball state. Is that something that you see in terms of the fan bases, in terms of maybe your high school or even any local fan base? Do you see a big difference, and do you expect the difference to be stronger in Tennessee being more of a football state?
I definitely do, because people love football, of course. Small town. Around here, it's pretty cool. I mean, a bunch of people will show up. I mean, it's nothing like, games at Tennessee, but I mean, a bunch of people show up. Everybody gets into it, but I mean, of course, North Carolina, it is a basketball state, so you really know how that goes with everything. And I just really feel like Tennessee, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
So you're telling us that North Carolina isn't Friday Night Lights down there?
Say that again?
North Carolina isn't Friday Night Lights like we used to see on a TV show or the movie. It's not, we don't have any of that kind of environment on football, high school football. Come on now.
I mean,
I think that says it all, Colby. I think that's a great way to end the interview. Colby Smith, North Carolina, from Reidsville, North Carolina, heading to Tennessee in the fall, part of their number 2 recruiting class. Colby, we'll watch out for you. Remember us here at Worldwide Sports Radio Network. We would love to have you on any other time. The best of luck to you as you move forward, and hope that you and your family stay healthy and safe, and we look forward to seeing you this college football year.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate that.